Hey folks, I have your latest home prices and insights for Peel and Durham for week ending November 24th. Let me tell you, the competition in Peel and Durham is just unreal. It's insane actually. Never would have thought that this is where we would be at in our real estate market here. Let me tell you, months of inventory is one thing, and we're going to get into that when I get into the numbers. But let me just tell you from personal experience, if you've seen some of our shows, from time to time we'll put commercials on some of our newer listings coming up to introduce the property. Well, we're getting way more calls from these commercials now for the properties in Peel and Durham than for any other. In particular, we got this one new listing coming up in Brampton. The calls that we've been getting, the volume, it's way more than some of the other neighborhoods. And we've just put a sign up recently during the week. We put a for sale sign on the property. It's in the coming soon phase, so we're not quite ready to be on the market, but we're getting the home ready, so we're in a coming soon phase. Within hours of the for sale sign being put on the front lawn, we were already receiving calls, more calls than we get in some of the other regions across the GTA. So competition, demand is insane. Let's get into the numbers. Real quick, before I get into the numbers, if you want to reach me and talk anything at all related to real estate, it's really simple. In the description below, there's a link to my calendar. Just book a time that's convenient for you. This way, I'll know ahead of time. I'll make sure I'm available for the time that you pick, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Let's get into the numbers. Now, prices in Peel and Durham are unreal. This is why. I'm going to start off with months of inventory. For Mississauga, 0.6, Brampton, 0.3, Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby, that's our representative for the Durham area, 0.3, unchanged from the week before. The previous weeks, they've been around this number. This is why prices are unreal. This is why competition is so high. When you look at the equation of supply and demand, it's very, very much way more demand than supply. This is what's happening with prices. Let's take a closer look. Average sold prices. We've got Mississauga up here. We've got in orange, we've got Brampton and the Durham area here. Average sold prices are up across the board. Mississauga detached properties, we sold 57 last week. 11 were at $2 million or more. Now, a few weeks ago, we had a record price of $1,711,000 for Mississauga. We're just shy of that right now at $1,691,000. We're pretty close to having the highest price. Average sold prices are up. There's no other way of looking at it. And with a months of inventory as low as they are, we're expecting them to either stay or go up. Now, we are expecting sales to taper down. This is for across the GTA. As we head into the colder months, and especially as we head into the holiday season, we do expect sales to come down. We expect listings to be a little bit lower, but that's different from what we expect prices to do. And with competition being as it is, prices are going to stay where they are or probably go higher. $1,691,000 is 27% higher than what it was last year this time in Mississauga. Now, sales over the last few weeks, we've been selling a little bit less than what we were selling last year at this time. And of the 57 that sold, 67% sold at list price or more. Last year, it was 30%. So it's a whole different buying experience, a whole different market, a whole different selling experience this year than what it was last year. Listings were listing very similar to what we were listing before, and months of inventory sitting at, as you know, 0.6. 14 is the average days on market. Let's look at Brampton. Now, most areas, I just finished saying, we expect sales to come down. Well, Brampton over the last 4 weeks, sales has been going up on a weekly basis. We sold 111 detached properties in Brampton. 8 of those were at $2 million or more. A few weeks back, the average sold price was a record price at $1,429,000. This past week, we're just $2,000 off of that. $1,427,000 is the average sold price, which is 42% higher than what it was the last year at this time. Of the 111 that sold, 91% sold at list price or more. It's almost all of them. It will most certainly feel like it's all of them. Listings, we're listing a little bit more than what we listed last year, which is nice to see. We'd like to see more listings out there. 0.3 is the months of inventory, and only 6 is the average days on market. Let's look at the Durham area. And for Durham, as I mentioned, we're using Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby as one area. We sold 65 detached properties. 5 of those were at $2 million or more. A few weeks back, it's a similar story. A few weeks back, we broke a record with average sold price at $1,330,000. Well, for this past week, we're just $2,000 off of that at $1,328,000. Look what's been happening with average sold price through the course of the year. There's just one direction. It's going up. $1,328,000 is 35% higher than where average sold prices were last year at this time. Of the 65 that sold, 85% sold at list price or more. That will also feel like all of them. Listings, we listed 74, and over the last few weeks we've been kind of close to what we were listing last year at this time. Months of inventory, 0.3. It's ridiculously low. 10 is the average days on market, and again, average sold price for the Durham area for a detached property, $1,328,000. It's insane how low the months of inventory are. It's unreal the level of competition in the Peel and Durham area. Have a great day.